Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sticky Notes Podcast. Today, we are guests over here, and I feel pretty. They got the best soap dispenser. I'm just gonna put that out there, okay? They got the best soap dispenser in their bathroom for sure. We got a special guest today, a young man that is, doing a lot of things out here and ringing bells. And I'm excited to be here because I'm hoping that he's gonna be something super special. So that's why he's gonna be our first Sticky Note superstar. So I'm pretty excited about this. Young man by the name of Levi Bullock. So I'm gonna give him the mic. I'm gonna ask him a couple questions. So Levi, hello.
Hello.
All right. So I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit, okay? Just a little bit, because I want to know what drives a kid like you, like somebody that is determined to get to where they're gonna go. Because there's a lot of kids out here that they have an idea of the way to go, but it's like it's kind of like they don't have the confidence. Seems like to me, when I was watching your tape, you have all the confidence in the world. You can tell that you have the confidence by your reaction after the play and how dedicated in the play that you are. I can see that it comes out in the film. So what started your love for football? Is there something like, what was it that made you want to play?
Well, my dad played when he was young, and I always heard stories about how he's pretty good, and he told me to try it, and I tried it, and I loved it as soon as I played.
So how old were you?
I was around 6.
6 years old. So you've been playing for like 7 years. You're 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like throughout all those years, you probably had to miss certain things that other kids did. I'm thinking like you had to kind of sacrifice a little bit of your time, your personal time, to be dedicated to the sport, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
So is that something that you were willing to do, or was it kind of a challenge for you?
It was a challenge here and there, just like spending time with my friends or training. It never bothered me too much.
Why didn't it bother you? Is it because you knew what you wanted in the end, or what was it?
Yeah, I knew I had to train hard to achieve my goal.
Okay. Yeah, and you could tell that you trained hard. I could see it in the film, and it seems like other kids around they kind of gravitate towards you. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're playing, are you like more of or like all the teams that you were on, were you kind of like one of the better players?
Yeah. Started about 3 years ago. I started being one of the best players on the field, and I'd always be a leader.
Okay. So is that like something that's important to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
All right. What were some of the? Okay. So what position do you want to play?
Wide receiver.
And what positions do they have you playing right now?
Wide receiver. I sometimes play running back and D end on defense.
So you play both sides?
Yeah.
Man, that's gotta be something. That's gotta be a challenge because you gotta know both playbooks, right?
Yeah.
All right. So academically, how does that affect you having to cram in the playbooks and then your schoolwork? Like how does that affect you? What's that like?
Well, I try to finish all my schoolwork during the school hours, and just have the rest of the time to focus on plays and stuff like that.
Okay, and I'm sure your parents are probably a big help in this.
Yeah.
It sounds like you got some great parents anyway. I know Joe. He's awesome. I just met your mom. She seems really nice. She got a great soap dispenser in the back. So she got great taste. Just trying to pick your brain a little bit, man, because we're both from the same area. So I grew up in this area, and there's not, the kids here. It seems like they don't really know which way to go. Their surroundings aren't the greatest. So that's why I want to reach out to kids like you, because it seems like you got your head on straight and you know what you want to do. So let's pull up your film real quick. I want to watch the video with you real fast, and I just want to kind of get your thoughts on what you were thinking. All right, so where are you on this play?
I'm on the right side.
Where are you at? Right here?
Nah, right the end. I'm on the line.
So is that, that was you that grabbed the ball?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that play, is that something that you guys kind of practice, like in because it looked like you knew exactly where the ball was coming, or is it just instinct?
Well, my coach helped a lot with he knew what was coming. He studied the other team's playbook, watched a lot of their film.
So you had an idea of what kind of was coming.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's pretty good. So you obviously pay attention when the coach is trying to teach you stuff. So this next play, where are you at here?
I just got the ball.
Okay, so this is your own offense.
Yeah.
All right, so you were a running back on that play.
Yeah.
So you went from defensive end to a running back in the same game?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It doesn't sound like it's easy to do. So how many plays were you do you take off in the game?
Preferably none, but this game was really cold, so I took a couple plays just to warm up my hands.
Okay. But did you prefer to be out there?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I would assume that if you're out there playing, you're keeping warm, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Instead of you're on the sideline, you're just, kind of. All right, so right there, you're playing DN and you got a sack, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you're on offense here.
Yeah.
And you just stiff-armed the guy.
Yeah.
Like you're 13 years old, you shouldn't be doing this type of stuff. Is what I'm trying to get at, man. So you're doing an awesome job at 13 years old. So I think it's kind of cool that I'm here talking to you right now, because this is kind of a pivotal moment in your life. You got a lot going on. What grade are you in?
8th.
You're in 8th grade. You're going to 9th grade. So you're going to be in high school next year.
Yeah. High
school is when kids go either way. They can either continue to do what they've been doing, like you've been doing this for 7 years. Some people, believe it or not, they'll quit. They'll go to high school, they'll try, and then there's a lot of distractions. A lot of distractions. So even the strongest kid like you, that is, you got a good foundation, and even a kid like you can get steered away by peer pressure and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you got to keep that in the back of your head. You got to keep that passion of what you're doing. You know what I mean? Right now. So I think things like this, like just our little interaction right here, is something that'll probably stick out in your head later on in life, and it's something that there's a lot of people that are rooting for you, obviously, and you could be an inspiration for a lot of other kids too at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, T, do you have any questions that you want to ask this young man?
Yeah. Are there any colleges that you're looking into?
I have this app, NCSA, which just helps you reach out and helps you get noticed by coaches. The University of St. Thomas, their head coach and recruiting coach followed me, and I've gotten messages about camps that I've been looking into.
That's awesome.
What about your friends? Do you are a lot of your friends athletes as well?
Yeah, most of them.
Are most of them pretty passionate like you are?
Yeah.
Is there something that you can some kind of game that you can give to your fellow peers, some kind of advice that you could give them? Because I'm sure that there's kids that that are not doing it so good. Is there something that you could tell them that that will kind of help them?
Just keep the number one thing all the time. even when
Keep the main thing, like Jalen Hurts said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just keep thinking about it, even if you're not doing it. Just think about how everything you do would affect your goal.
That's good. That's really good advice to come from a 13-year-old. When do you turn 14?
May 3rd.
Okay, man. So, tell you what, man, you're an inspiration. I wish you nothing but the best. I really appreciate you taking this little, 10 or 15 minutes to do this interview. But I think it'll be beneficial for you. It'll be beneficial for other people. You don't even know. These little bit of words could really affect a lot of kids out there. You know what I mean? You're 13 years old. You got a lot of achievements. What kind of awards have you had?
Yeah, I got selected for the All-Star game.
Okay, I'm sure immediately they give you a bunch of trophies, man. But you're being recognized here, that's for sure. And I think this will help you. So, is there anything else that you want to kind of add in? Do you have like social media or something that you want to give out? Anything like that?
They can follow me on Instagram.
Okay. What's your Instagram?
Levi _2.
You say that one more time?
Levi _2.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna make sure we put that out there. Thank you for being a part of this. We'll make sure we get you this. And you want to give a shout out to anybody or anything?
Shout out to my friend that keeps on motivating me, Corey Young L.
Okay.
He's one of the top athletes in the area.
There you go. Okay. Maybe we can link up with him. Maybe you can point us in his direction or something like that. Coaches.
I mean, my dad's been one of my coaches for almost my whole life.
Yeah. Shout out your dad. Shout out your mom.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys for having us over. You got a beautiful home, and we're gonna get this out there really soon. All right.
Thank you.
See?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sticky Notes Podcast.